So, this is our room, and it's very beautiful.
It's a mess.
Well, it's a mess. I'm trying not to put the mess in. Got a nice rocking chair here. It's very, very comfortable to sit on. We've also got these balls here. And then our bed, well, our bed's there, but it's a mess. And then we have this lovely lady sitting right here who has been hiding for 9 months.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And why is that? Basically, she ate a lot of chips, junk food, chocolate bars,
Watermelon.
swallowed a whole watermelon. And, well, that's the results you get from eating so much. Is that what happened? No. Are you not sure what happened? It just happened. We are having a baby. And we've just been keeping that to ourselves and enjoying that. And you've been taking a break from editing, although you are doing some editing right now.
Mm-hmm.
There has been lots of footage, I guess, but we haven't done much with it.
Never.
Anything else to say for yourself?
Oops, I did it again.
No, we're pretty excited. This is number 8 for us, and it's been a really good pregnancy, hasn't it?
It has, actually, yeah.
All right, something you guys don't see here, we're in the hospital for a stress test.
Non-stress.
Non-stress test. He's just hooked up to a machine. The thing's going. So she's been hiding for 9 months. Just about.
Well, yeah, that's been.
It's been about that long. Alright. There's a baby in there. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful morning today. Rainy. Can't see out the window. There it is. Kind of dreary out there. We've been laboring here since, or she has been. I'm just companionship. Since, 5:30 this morning. So it's now about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And things are definitely progressing very quickly. Midwife has no helper currently. We just called the midwife, and it's actually suggested we go meet her. She's about 2 hours from here, roughly, hour and a half from here, on another call. And so there's a hospital between the two places, so we will be heading out there to get going. So I've collapsed this birthing ball. We're getting the bag of stuff ready. Oh, bag moved. It's over here. And Anneesa's packing it full of stuff that we may need. And I guess we'll be heading down there. So hopefully we don't end up having this thing in the car, is what I just said to Anneesa. I've never done that before. Well, I've never delivered a baby, period. But anyway, we'll be prepared for any eventuality. Are you enjoying this at all? Don't stick it in her face. I think she's so far very much enjoying just having the experience here in the comfort. Pardon the mess, guys. But anyway, just having it in the comfort of our own home up to this point, at least. And the idea was to have the whole thing here. Although we always knew there was a possibility of having to head into the hospital. So is what it is. That's where we're going. But we're gonna get everything ready here. And yeah, for the best, we'll keep you updated as much as possible. I'm not gonna film everything, obviously. So. Anything else? That's good. Turn the camera off, she says.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right, we only have a few minutes.
I'm not laughing at her. It's just the whole scenario. She's laughing too. We don't normally do this with a camera though. And I normally say, things like, well, I've delivered lots of goat babies and lots of calves. I've helped with piglets. I got this under control. Not a big deal. And she thinks that's remotely funny until about the end. And then it's not funny anymore. But she's still smiling right now, so we're good.
We're in between.
Hey?
So we're in between. We have a short window. Let's get this bag packed.
Well, the longer we wait here, the more chance of having it at home.
In the car.
Well, I don't want to do that. Love you.
I love you.
I know.
I'm gonna go to the hospital. Maybe the doctor can help you get it out.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and and the baby could jump over the seat and you were fucking mother.
Are you excited? Yeah. You think it's still gonna be a boy? Yeah.
I want it to be a boy.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not a girl, because you'll be pretty disappointed, eh?
Alright, en route to the hospital. Contractions are coming on stronger, I think. She's probably not enjoying the camera anymore. But for the record, she did ask me to film some of this, so you can see later on. So we are about, I don't know, half an hour from the hospital yet, maybe. I've been driving for about half an hour or so, something like that. And hopefully, well, at this point we haven't added the car yet, but hopefully we don't either. The midwife is already at the hospital waiting for us, so as soon as we get there, then I guess we'll see how far along she is. And that's why they brought her out of retirement.
Yeah. Well, you know, you still have to practice, so it's like, it's funny, you know. Yeah, it's done there.
There were some memories in there.
No, 8.
You'd think after 8 we would have took more pictures or something, but we never really do. Not till after the baby's born.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's, see, I don't know, like, what's the latest and greatest, you know, like, yeah.
I figured it was, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you forget, it's on camera, so I'll be right behind you.
Okay, we're gonna load her up, guys. Okay. A little lighter.
Huh, that's wild.
Technology, man.
I thought you guys actually had to lift those things.
We used to. Not anymore, thankfully.
Yeah, that'd be a backbreaker after a while.
Oh yeah.
Arm stretcher.
Are you guys okay back here?
Okay, love you.
Just be okay.
See you soon.
Yeah, this can come up here. Or right here.
All right, we are en route to a much larger hospital, which is another almost 2 hours away, I guess. Hour and a half, 2 hours, yeah, probably an hour and a half. Because this smaller hospital, well, there's just a higher risk. Since this is not Anneesa's first baby, there's a much higher risk just of hemorrhaging and things like that. So standard procedure here is to actually have these babies in Sudbury. And we've been kind of resisting that, hoping to have a birth at home. So she is only 4 to 5 centimeters dilated right now, and therefore we will be going to Sudbury because they figure there's enough time for that. So that's where we're off to. I don't know if I'm allowed to follow this guy or not, but I'm going to anyway. And I guess they can give me a ticket if they want to. But that's where we're off to right now. And I don't know, keep posted when we get there. Now it's kind of interesting because there's nothing to be alarmed about. I mean, there's always something to be alarmed about. It is a delivery, which always kind of scares me. But there's nothing pressing right now. There's nothing serious going on. But yet it just feels so. I don't know, I guess I always do at this point of the game. Just kind of feel helpless, anxious. I don't know if that's the right word either. Anyway, and I've never followed an ambulance before, or broken any highway traffic rules following an ambulance. All these cars are pulling over, which you're supposed to do when you see an ambulance coming with lights on, and I'm just motoring on behind. So, kind of neat. I don't know how fast we're going to go or what's going to happen if a cop pulls in behind me. I don't know. There is a chance, like I said, of hemorrhaging, so they're worried about that. They did take some units of blood along in the ambulance just in case for that. There's also a chance she could deliver en route. Things were progressing fairly quickly, and she was 4 to 5 centimeters when we left the hospital. So there's a nurse in there as well as a midwife and the paramedic staff, and then of course Anneesa. So there's a possibility they might pull over, and that's another reason why I don't want to lose the ambulance, because if she ends up going into labor and delivery, they want to pull over, and they won't do that while she's driving or while they're driving. So there is a chance of that, I guess. I want to make sure I stay close to the ambulance when and if that happens. Hopefully not, I guess. I don't know if it really matters. Just hoping everything goes well, and I'm sure it will. So yeah, just gonna add that. We'll keep driving now, and I don't think it'd be a good time to stop for a coffee or anything like that. We'll just keep on motoring. Okay, I can honestly say I have never done that before. I just ran 3 red lights. The ambulance guy puts his alarm on, sirens, I think they're called sirens, and rolls through the red, and I just follow him on through. I feel like some kind of a criminal, but I think in this case it's okay and it's justified. There's no lights on behind me yet anyway. I don't know what would happen in a case like that, if I'd get pulled over or not. And I've never quite driven through town that fast before either. Anyway, yeah, don't recommend that unless you're following an ambulance. It's important and it's urgent. Should be okay. No, I wasn't even filming. Okay, that's how shocked I was. So I was driving, following the ambulance. The car in front of the ambulance pulled over, and then immediately pulled back onto the road between me and the ambulance. Sprayed me with gravel, and I didn't realize it was a cop car at first until I got closer and seen police on the back, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, this guy just cut me off. I got an ambulance to follow, which I'm now way behind. Anyway, next chance I had, I passed the cop. I just kept going. I gotta follow this ambulance. I threw my 4-ways on. He right away threw the cherries on and started following me. So I made a judgment call not to pull over, keep on going, which is not really a good idea. Anyway, he started following me, chasing me, put his sirens on. I kept on going, ignoring him. Finally, he stomped on it, raced up beside me, and he's yelling at me, pull over, pull over. And I said, that's my wife up there. Just pull over. So I pulled over. I got my license ready. He already had the door open before the vehicle was even shut down, like before he was even stopped. Popped up, came up here. I was going to hand him my license. He said, explain to me what's going on. So I explained to him, my wife's up there in that ambulance. And he says, well, you don't ever do that again. You don't just pull around a cop. If you put their lights on, you pull over. Do you hear me? And I, yeah, I'm sorry. And he said, all right, well, is everything going to be all right up there? I said, well, I hope so. I said, okay, don't do that again, and you get going, and good luck today, sir. So anyway, avoided a big ticket, I imagine. I don't know. Well, it's truth. But the ambulance is way up there now. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch it anymore now. Hopefully everything goes well. I'm sure it will. I'm still shaking. I've never tried to outrun a cop before. Well, I didn't really try to outrun him, but I mean, I just ignored him. I just kept driving. And I've never done that before, so. Anyway, got a story to tell this baby. Whatever it is, boy or girl, we've got a story to tell it anyway. Oh, I managed to catch up. We're about 15 minutes roughly from the hospital, and I managed to catch back up to the ambulance. So that's good, and nothing eventful has happened with Anneesa, that is, en route. So very happy about that as well so far. And hopefully we'll make it to the hospital, and everything will go smoothly from there. With this too, sorry. Alright, so I forget what time we got here. 1? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, so we're about 8.5 hours, 8 hours since we got here. And you started this morning. Contraction started around 5. So it's now 9 in the evening, at night, I guess. What is that? 12 and 4, 16 hours.
Which is still pretty good.
Yeah, not like it was full-blown labor the whole time or nothing.
Well, it would have
But
been.
we were paused for quite a while, right? And now things are progressing finally again, so that's good. We're getting very, very close now. You're what? He said 8 centimeters?
Yes.
A little over 8. So we're in the home stretch now. Finally. Show you a little more of the room, I guess. This is getting ready for the baby. When it comes, I will not be filming the actual delivery. Actually, they have a policy you're not allowed anyway, but we weren't planning on doing that. But that's where the baby will be going, and you'll be here, and hopefully we'll be home soon. So it was a little tense for a while, and things weren't progressing. They were doctor was kind of pushing for a cesarean again. They seemed to like pushing for that, so it's a bit stressful.
It sure was.
But you're feeling good?
I feel a lot better now. I do.
You look good.
I feel a lot better.
So we're gonna finish this thing.
Yeah.
And the best thing, awesome, the hospital has Tim Hortons. So for our friends to the south who don't maybe have these, I actually prefer McDonald's coffee, but anyway, I'm a coffee drinker, and it's sure nice that they have some here. There's one content little baby boy. Had a good feeding. He's doing great. This is our biggest baby to date. 9 pounds, 4 ounces.
Look at the fingernails. It's got long
beautiful.
fingernails.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
How is your snack, little one? Baby, that's Puppet's picture.
Nice.
You could show the baby Puppet's picture.
Nice. Thank you. Just set it right there. There you are. Did you want to see the baby? Little baby? Yeah.